I'm something of a scientist myself.
Hey everyone, and welcome on back to BK Reviews, where today we are going to be checking out the upper, padding and armor on the stealth suit, along with the shoulders. Quick side note before we do start though, the reason that the camera might be a little bit shaky is because my tripod has now become a bipod. Anyways, let's get into it. So, the shoulders were a little bit challenging, but they shouldn't be too bad. This is like the inner part, obviously it's for the left shoulder, and duct tape because it's a beautiful thing. And this was basically made, I'll see if I have any pictures, but if I do have pictures, I'll throw them up in the bottom right hand corner. So this was made with just some foam that I cut in the correct shape on cut little wedges out of the top to give it that nice little curve. And then I just attached some, I don't think I've actually shown you guys the fabric. It's like what's underneath couches. So it has a bunch of shiny little dots on it, but it did the trick perfectly for this. And once again, I mirrored it for that side. And here's the outer layer. This was using more thin foam. This was like a thicker 5mm. This was like 2mm, I think. And once again, duct tape is a beautiful thing. Wait, I didn't use duct tape on this one.
What do you know?
But, yeah, obviously if you didn't see on the last one, there was Velcro here, and I would recommend using the more pointy, jagged side on these, just so that the soft side is actually on the jacket and pants. And then this was basically designed to outline the top, and special thanks to Spider-Man PS4 for giving me a complete reference 3D model to look off of. And there's just some straps that go around the arms. That is done the exact same on this side, however just mirrored, and these straps fit around your biceps and they attach to the jacket along with that top part. Next up we have the main piece, which is actually the vest, if you will. I'll move the bipod out of the way. But this is basically just two big pieces of foam, one that's 5mm again and another that's 2mm. And I just used a lot of reference and figured out how I want this chest portion to look. And I mirrored it on both sides, of course. There is this little circle here. And here, as you can see, the lines go diagonal through it, where here they go straight up and down. That's just to get a little bit of variation in there. And of course, these are just little bits of foam that I added. You can see it's pretty simple. Nothing too much to it. And then there are straps that will attach to the back of the costume. Speaking of the back of the costume, this is it. There are two straps up top that go above the shoulders and attach to that front little chest section. And as you can see, it's a pretty simple and easy shape. It's just basically I don't know, you could look for yourself. But that is a 2mm piece of foam and a 5mm. These shinier parts are made out of cardboard from a Lego set, and these are 5mm foam, little additions, whereas these are more 2mm foam. So, don't mind the Benatar. Lego Ninjago set, another Lego Ninjago set. But as you can see, all of this is covered in the fabric except for this middle area that was just spray painted black. And there's this little frog / bunny shape. And then there are some silver little clips on it. So yeah, this isn't too hard. Just pretty straightforward. And along with that, there is a bit of strapping to go from the back around to the front near the waist. There is one last little detail on the back, which is a tiny little piece that looks like this. And that just simply velcros onto the lower back. Next up, we move on to the forearms, and these were actually a lot harder to make than they look because it consisted of me taking 2mm foam and wrapping it around my forearm, and then after that I had to cut it to shape so that it would go right, make the velcro pieces, and this is so that my elbow could bend. But then also, as you could see, the fabric has to be divided up into 3 sections to accommodate these gray pipes. that go along here. Along with that, I had to make the elbows, which were just made out of some Lego box cardboard. Not a whole lot going on there. All the little details were just etched in with pencil. And yeah, that didn't take too long. I was just looking at some reference images and I attached it to the forearm. As I bet that you've assumed, it's just mirrored on the other side once again. And this piece of Velcro attaches around to that one, and it's basically just a forearm guard. So yeah guys, it was a bit of a shorter video today, but all I wanted to show you was just the upper body-like padding and foam armor, if you will. As you can see, we had the forearms, the main chest/vest, the shoulders, and the back sections. So this was kind of a quick overview. If you want me to go more in depth on any part, just leave a comment down below. I'll be happy to do it. And next week I will show you guys the lower armor, which consists of the thighs and shins. And then the week after that, I'll reveal the completed cosplay. If you feel like I deserve it, please do leave a like. If you want to see more content like this or some of the previous parts to this cosplay or even the homemade suit, you can check out the channel, and while you're there, consider subscribing. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.